there, welcome back to my channel where we break down data science into simple, actionable steps. If you're new here, I'm Shivani, a student exploring the fantastic world of data science, one concept at a time. This is video 4 in our data science series. So far, we have covered data, basic of coding and data processing. Now we will be diving into the data preparation for the modeling. So whether you're a beginner or just brushing up, you're in the right step. So let's decode together. So how data partitioning in Python works. Partitioning the data is the essential step to create a training and testing set for machine learning. It allows the model to be trained on one subset of data and evaluated on another to ensure better performance and generalization. In Python, we can partition our data into a training set and testing set using train test split function and skid model selection module. The train set split function helps us to split that data randomly, control the proposition of data, allocate each set typically from 70 to 80% for training and 20 to 30% for testing. So let's see a Python code for this. So here we given a sample data set of using the menu, and then we use the data and divide it into training and testing set. So now let's run this data. And so in this code, we sampled our data into two. First one is the training set and second one is the testing set. Next, let's see how to balance the data, the training set. If your dataset is imbalanced, there is one class is underrepresented compared to the other. It may lead to the bias prediction. Balancing the data helps us to ensure that the model learns to predict both classes efficiently. There are several techniques to maintain a balanced dataset, such as oversampling the minority class or undersampling the majority class. In Python, we can use imbalance learn library to easily implement this code. For example, synthetic minority oversampling technique is a popular technique for the oversampling the minority class. So let's see how the Python code work for this. So first we assume that our data is in balance in the training set, and then we balance the data using the PD series. Then we train the data and then we train the balance set. Now let's see how this one works. For example, our training set has the variable 0 0 and 1, so it's an imbalance set because the number of 0 and number of 1 are unequal. So how do we balance this? Using this PD label. So now our label has three zeros and three one. So this is how we can balance our training set in Python. Now the next one is how do we build cart decision tree using Python. Card decision tree is a classification and regression tree is the decision tree algorithm that splits data based on a feature that is best separated the class. It is commonly used for both classification and regression tasks. In Python, we can use decision tree classification for the Skylern tree module to build a card decision tree for the classification. The max step parameter controls the maximum depth of a tree and prevent from overfitting. So let's see the Python code for this. So in this, first we use a Skylern scale tree to make a decision tree, and then we use Metropolitan libplot library for the plotting of the data. Here we are using the Gini index for the plotation of the data. Now let's run this code. So using this code, we get a visualization of our data, that the how Gini index and how the decision tree is made. So let's see the next topic, which is how to build a C5.0 decision tree using Python. C5.0 tree is an advanced version of C4.5 algorithm used for decision tree learning. It is particularly efficient in the classification task and produces small, more accurate trees. C5 is not directly available in Sklearn. However, we can use C5.0 algorithm through libraries like PYC and RYC2, which integrates with Python. Alternatively, you can use decision tree classification for the addition of fine tune to mimic C5 behavior. For direct C5 implementation, you need to rely on the external libraries. So let's see the Python code for this. So first we use our entropy model to G-state and the approach of C54. Then we use the trained model and the balanced model. And lastly, we print the feature importance. So here we have printed a feature importance. Here the feature importance shows us how much the data is pure or unpure. So now let's move to the next topic, which is random forest. So how do we construct random forest? Random forests are the enable learning method that create multiple decision tree to improve accuracy and reduce overfitting. It aggregates precision that the many trees to make the final decision. Random forestry is a powerful algorithm that is built using multiple decision tree on a random subset of the data. It reduces variance complementing on the subset and it reduces the variance compared to the single decision tree. The random forest from the skill assembly is used for classification task in Python. So let's see the code for this. So here first we use our library random forest classifier, then we use the classifier and estimated our sample result, that is 100, and then we train our balance set and y and x. Then we give the model accuracy and then we print the forest accuracy. So the forest accuracy is 0, which is a perfect model, and then we feature importance, which is 50 to 47, means we have perfected our imbalance and balance sets. And that's the wrap for the today's video. We have covered essential step in data preparation phase, partitioning and balancing your data and building powerful model like CARD, C5.0 and random forest. I hope you found this video helpful and ready to dive in your own data science project. So if you have learned something new, don't forget to hit that like button. And thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next one. Keep coding, keep curious. Bye for now.